Hi, everyone. This is Sam Schick from JRA, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. Hey, listen, one of the things, a quick kind of tip today, we're going to talk about the morning meeting. Every morning for 15 years, we had our guys meet at a central location, which was the office warehouse. And we even did this when we were only in a parking lot. So you don't have to have an office, you don't have to have a warehouse, you can meet in a parking lot. But what do you discuss? And I'm going to go over a few points. I have them written down here. First of all, we did a uniform inspection. You know, you want to maintain a premium junk removal service, you have to have guys that are in a uniform that looks smart, that looks clean, that looks professional. Again, it's all about building the customer's experience, and it starts with that first impression, which is, what do your guys look like? Do they look professional? And again, anybody can open up a junk removal company. It doesn't take a lot of money these days, a truck and a trailer. But what takes a lot of detail is creating that image and brand that's professional and above everybody else. And starting with your guys, they're your front line, they're with your customers. So making sure that they have the proper uniform. And again, I may have went over this before, but it was a hat which was worn correctly, no tags on it. It was a clear brand in the front of the hat. We also had a polo collared shirt, which was real important to have a collared shirt. T-shirts don't work as far as the professional image. And again, it's about imitating the bigger players out there and looking just as professional as they are. We looked at the pants. They were, in our case, they were Dickie navy blue pants, and they were all the same. They had a cell phone pocket and double kneed for it to be durable. Chocolate brown belt that matched the chocolate brown safety boots. That was the steel-toed safety boots. And again, we did inspections during the morning meeting. We made sure everybody was in the proper attire. So if somebody didn't come, we had belts on the side that we could give them a belt, or we had shirts that we give them a shirt. But this is one of those, you either comply with it or you don't. And if you don't comply, then there's not going to be a lot of room for somebody who doesn't comply. It's all about building a brand and building a team. And again, we're a sales and marketing a company that just happens to pick up junk. So we have to look at. The other thing is, my number's really big for me. So I had a big, huge dry erase board. I actually used the shower board I bought at Home Depot, and put it lengthwise. I used pinstriping from car pinstriping that I bought at AutoZone, and I created my categories, the metrics that I wanted my guys to report on. Obviously, they're going to be top line is going to be sales, but then they're going to have their sales goal. They're going to have sales to last year, and how well they did that yesterday. How well did, let's say you have two trucks out there running. Each one is their own business. So truck one, what did you report as far as sales? How did you do against your sales goal? How did you do against last year? What was your average job size? And again, metrics can go to whatever you like them to be, but some of the more important ones for me were to compare how did we do this year versus last year? How did we do against our goal? Our average sale, how did we do as far as average sale? But we did other things, cancellations. Again, metrics, you can pick your own, but the ones that are going to help drive your business and get you to the sales goal and to build and scale your business quick. Prior day's victories. What are some of the things that we heard about from the guys? Anecdotal stuff, customers that just absolutely were enthusiastically satisfied, looking at some of the things that we did well, some of the little extra, that may have happened yesterday. Maybe the super sweep came in, or maybe some technique that we used, something that, was a victory for the day. Prior day's estimates, any of the estimates that we did, and what was the reason for them? Why didn't we do the job? How are we going to call back? What are some of the things we have to do to close that estimate? Then we talked about route goals for the day. What are some of the route goals? I mean, if you remember my last conversation, I talked about having goals for the year, for the quarter, for the month, for the week, and for the day. So what's your quarterly goal? What's your monthly or daily goals? Sorry, your daily goals for today, and make sure that they're achievable. And again, breaking out the daily goal was really based on looking at the 2 routes, 3 routes, 4 routes, how many routes you have, and kind of assigning the jobs to each one of those truck routes, and giving them an opportunity to hit a realistic goal. So you know as well as I do that some trucks have a better route than other trucks, and maybe that'll be adjusted in the goal. It certainly should be. The other thing is the average job size. A high average job size can get you to your sales goal much quicker than a lower one can. So make sure you're giving them a challenge as far as average job size. After we get done with goals, we went into our situational role play. We practiced great every single day, and we picked a letter, and we role played it. It was that simple. And again, this is really important for your guys, since they are the ones that are creating the sale at the front line, that they know how to handle objections. They know how to handle when a customer says no, or they're just looking for an estimate, or they have to wait for their husband or wife. This is an opportunity to role play. How do you get around those scenarios? And again, everybody learns, and everybody learns at the same pace, and nobody's learning on customers, which is I've said this before, the last place you want to teach your crew is how to sell on customers, your real customers. We talked about miscellaneous or relevant topics like safety or tool supply or inventory. We talked about different maintenance parts of the truck. So it was kind of a miscellaneous area. At the end there, we just handed out our schedules. And again, a lot of times, you're digital now. There was a time where we handed out actual paper. But towards my end, we had everything digitized so that they just went to the iPad and got their schedule. It's that simple, is to have some kind of goal in sight, to talk about their performance, to give them a sense of teamwork, and to again, it can be left up to a whole lot of different things. Safety is one of the biggest key items that we went over that I think is good to talk about at every meeting. So it helped my crews get off to a great start, and it's something that I wouldn't have scaled my business as quickly as I did if I didn't get them mentally prepared to do sales for the day. So another tip: have a great and successful morning meeting. Practice it. It takes time. You'll settle in, but it's a little awkward at first. But usually they lasted. If we started at 7 o'clock, they were done by 7:30, and we're out doing our pre-maintenance on the trucks. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.